I'm trying. No,
quiet, motherfucker. Quiet. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Boneyard Arcade Podcast. As always, I'm Grim.
I'm Chloe.
And I'm Josh.
And we got it right the second time round. I don't know if you'll see the first time, but as per usual, Chloe'd the fucking start of the show.
It wasn't that bad.
How are you guys doing? I'm just going to ignore the fact that you keep defending your actions. How are you guys doing?
It's indefensible, really. I mean, did you not see last week's intro?
Just drink your cider.
Try not to hit the mic.
Tell me, how have you been? How are you doing?
I've been pretty good. I've been very busy. Run off my feet.
You were telling me recently that some shit went down with your PC.
Yeah.
I've been trying to build my PC. And I'm not there. Every time I think I've gotten close to finishing the fucking thing, I constantly find out that I've got more pieces that I need to buy, or software, or pay for it to be built, or whatever. But then you told me that you had an issue pop up with yours that I could end up having with mine.
Well, what I did was I built my PC like 6 months ago because I was sick of editing on like a 5-year-old laptop.
Yeah. And
it worked really well for 5 months. Then Windows Update decided to disable my USB 2 and my USB 3.1 ports, but my USB 3 ports are fine.
Okay.
And I have updated literally everything. I went through the BIOS, I went through the motherboard drivers, I went through, just for fun, I did the graphics card drivers and literally every other driver I could find. And nothing.
So is it potentially cooked?
I have no idea. I just don't know. I feel like it was Windows Update because it worked. I came back like a day later. Windows Update had restarted everything, or, it did the, welcome, we've just updated your computer thing. And they all stopped working. But I only knew because the mouse and keyboard were in USB 2 ports, and they didn't light up. And it was, I figured, I was like, oh, great. So, one of the fancy peripherals is dead. That's okay. Yeah. It's under warranty. I'll just replace it. No, the whole freaking motherboard decided it didn't want to play ball.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn how expensive repairs and putting together and getting new pieces and shit can be, because I'm trying to get stuff that's going to last me like 10 or so years. And I've got a brother who is like very tech savvy. I don't know shit. I literally get told numbers and one word, like, or 2 words, like graphics card, or a motherboard. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So motherboard, what are the numbers and letters attached to that?
And what bits do I have to plug into that to make that work?
What should I get? Or just send me some links and I'll
just
follow
want
the
16
links.
gigs of RAM. Yeah, but do you want DDR3, DDR4? Do you want it to be the 2400 megahertz RAM, or do you just want 1600? Or
what the fuck is it? What's a DDR megahertz? Like, fuck. and a gigawatt. Like,
yeah, no, you don't need a gigawatt would be too much power.
Fuck, it's like doing
I think
my
mine's
head
a
in.
650.
So I've got like a bunch of pieces. They're all sitting on my floor. And I felt like I finally got towards the end. I bought all the RAM and the solid state drive, and then the external hard drive, and I don't fucking remember. It was probably in the link. I'll show you after. But I've gotten all this stuff, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get it built. And I've got some friends who can build PCs. All of them were like, I'll happily build it for you. But considering you've tried to get some really decent stuff, you've got a nice, like an NZXT PC case with a plexiglass side, plexiglass, fucking whatever it is, the scratch proof shit.
Just nice.
It's gonna look really nice, like, why don't you go and get it cable managed by the people who you bought the parts from? They'll also stress test it, and you'll have a really sick PC. I was like, all right, no worries. And they're like, oh, that's like $180 to do that. Plus you need Windows 10 as well. So here's $160 on top. Easy. Yeah. And I was just like, fuck. I thought I was near the end.
No, building a computer isn't cheap. Like, I budgeted $1,300 or something, and it blew out to like about $2,000.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you could keep it under that.
That was including a screen, and a good screen at that, because I got everything on super special because love me a bargain, as you well know. And we'll make shirts of that.
Yeah. There's got to be a something to do.
I almost got her to laugh something through her nose again.
No, that was not funny.
That was hilarious.
No, it wasn't. It was very painful too for me.
It was all over you.
When was that? When did that happen?
Oh, 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Something like that.
It was when I said, I know what it was. It was when I said Interest Island. I definitely said that. And whatever you might have heard, that's just your twisted mind.
It's all open to speculation.
And since we're talking about you spewing shit out of your nose, I'm going to ask how you are.
Perfectly fine. Nasal cavities and everything else is clean.
Good. And how have you been? Is there anything new going on in the life of Chloe? I know I'm asking this question and I live with you. But for the sake of the show, please tell me, is there anything new with you? Are you up to anything special?
Nothing special. Like, still doing my pole thing. Went to my showcase on Saturday, which failed miserably.
You didn't fail. No, it was good.
How was it a fail?
Okay.
Not that I saw it, but paint me a word picture.
A word picture. For one, there was like so much head spinning in my routine. It wasn't funny, and I kind of got lost and maybe almost tripped over at one point.
I've seen some really good strippers do head spins.
Yeah.
And still smash the routine.
So
Mine looked very confused.
So the head spins are making you dizzy?
Okay,
is that the problem?
No, okay. So I was not feeling this routine. Oh, I did it.
For thumping that table.
Fuck. Okay. Wait. That's a timeout, right?
No, it's not a timeout. You keep fucking going.
Okay.
There is no timeout in showbiz.
I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. can make it work his way. No. Okay.
Head spins.
Head spins.
Rip the lights down in the middle of a scene.
No, I wasn't feeling this routine at all. Like, I really, really didn't like it. And I thought I was nailing it, but then every time we went to practice, the timing changed every time we went through it. And it just was so hard to remember. And it was like a faster routine than what I've normally done. So, and because there was a shit ton of head spinning, I just got lost in the head spins.
Do you have to count the head spins to know, like, is it like a 1, 2, 3 on beats, and then you stop and do something?
Increments of 2 every time.
Right.
But I was very ashamed of it.
Are the head spins just in there as a mechanic to move your hair back out of your face?
Kind of.
Or is it because it can look hot?
There were a lot of angles where my hair was literally over my face like this. I wasn't it the whole time.
I think they try to do it so it's like sexy filler. Because from what I've noticed, and like obviously I'm no professional, I've seen 3 showcases. I've noticed a bunch. I've been to three or 4 showcases. Four now. 4 showcases. And
but she's not counting.
They do like a big move on the pole, and then they will transition on the floor with a bit of dance moves into the next big move, right?
Big move, floor dance, big move.
Yeah, so it's like,
and where do the hair spins come in?
Well, I guess they're kind of, that's where the sexy filler is. It's kind of like,
right. No,
hit the big move, get off the pole, sexy fucking head spin.
Yeah,
get into the next thing.
Someone
see, he can totally do pole.
It's like I've been to enough strip clubs and seen it done there, and I've been to enough pole showcases, and I've been drunk and pole danced as well, and I use sexy fillers. And I'm just sure that that's how it works. I think that's how it works.
And then he does the squat thing. What's the thing? Not
the slut drop.
Yeah, that. I knew it had a name.
With the pole
Good work,
between
Gabby.
the cheeks.
I'm loving your inside knowledge, babe.
Cleaning the pole off. But one thing that you said to me that I never thought you'd actually say, which is like really cool.
Don't even. Yeah, I mean, we can't even draw attention to it now.
I know. I'm gonna have to ignore it every time.
It's just happening.
Every time she's just hitting shit and fucking. Anyway, one thing I was really happy about, and I was quite proud when you said it, was that you have done 4 showcases now, and you've done them in teams or in groups.
Yep.
You were about to, or you're considering asking to do a solo routine by yourself.
Yeah.
To challenge yourself, but at the same time, you feel like you're at a point where you have enough confidence to step in and do something like that.
Yeah, I do. No, I really have been thinking about it for a while, just because I haven't done anything like that ever. And I'm loving pole that much, and it seems really like a fun idea to do. Not only that, I want Gabby to come to my show and just go, woo! Yeah!
And the best part
like
is,
a dying goat,
is that if we need anything for the show, eventually we're just gonna have to pull the money out of the G-string.
I mean,
and we can buy a new lighting set.
Or
we need new mics. Well, fucking don't worry. Let's just
the petty
push it
cash.
out of the tip jar.
It's the panty cash.
That's what is it that they call it, the kitty or something? Just keep it in the kitty. We'll just get it out when we need it
these days.
No, but this week I've actually, no joke, I've been listening so much this week. Like, if you've been like on my Twitter or my Instagram, it's just constantly me listening to another like song after song after song.
Picturing yourself dancing to them.
Kinda. My main one right now is "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" by Shania Twain.
Oh.
You're an old soul.
I am an old soul. That fucking shit is amazing. Don't diss it.
Oh no, I wasn't about to diss it. I was just about to say old soul. You actually like led me into what I wanted to talk about next. So, you mentioned old soul, and there's a show currently that's out on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It touches on a show from, I think, and I'm probably wrong, you're supposed to be IMDb, but you're kind of crap at it these days. Lost in Space. TV show. You got a date for me?
No.
Nope. Okay.
1962.
Let's say somewhere. It's most definitely either the 60s and 70s. I think it falls in, because they look like disco era characters. It's 60s something. Nah, it'd be 70s.
1968.
68, there you go. So,
yeah, 1962, just like I said.
Yeah. So 1968, Lost in Space, about a family that I think they crash land in space. They're space explorers. And they crash land in space, and they basically have to like work out how the fuck they're getting out of the place they're in and surviving their crash in space. They have a robot on board.
I've seen... Well, my only knowledge of this show is The Simpsons parodying it in the episode where Marge has a fear of flying.
Yep.
And she's... What was it? The thing? You guys would know. Internet. And then the other one with Danger, Danger, my arms are flailing.
Yeah. So this robot, right? It walks around and it's like best friends with the youngest son in the family. I think there's only one son actually. But the youngest kid in the family. It's a little boy. His name is Will Robinson. Robinson?
Yeah,
Robinson.
yeah.
I think it's Robinson. And it follows him around constantly, and it's like, danger, Will Robinson. And just fucking like, that's what it used to do. You're laughing because you're thinking of the Simpsons shit.
I'm just thinking of, let me off.
Such a good episode. I'm sure it's way better than the show.
What I wanted to get to was that's been remade on Netflix as a modern version of this, and it's a new, like, it's a family. They're still the Robinsons. They're still crashing in space. They've still got their issues, but they've got a robot that's kind of more modernized. It's got like would you say it's a manly physique? Yeah. Yeah. It's a manly physique. It's athletically built, big, you know, the shit's kind of toned. It's a robot, but it's kind of sexy.
He's so hot.
And the internet's in love with this fucking thing. Now, if we're able to pull up the quotes, I don't know if we can, but if we do, we'll throw them on screen. Otherwise, look for them yourself. People are like talking about how they want to sleep with the robot, and they're talking about how they want to fuck the robot and how they want the robot to fuck them.
So they want to envelop the
Gabby,
mountain?
can you stay off Twitter for that, please?
Is this thing the robot?
That's the robot.
That's the robot.
It's got these, like, the arms are so disproportionate to the rest of the fucking body.
Really?
Look at it. It's all like, but if you look at a side angle of
Who wants to sleep with this? Put your hand down, Gabby.
Put a photo. I put my hand up.
It looks like an elite from Halo or something.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So like, we'll chuck a photo up on the screen so you can see how sexy this robot is.
So sexy.
This goes back to like so many other instances where people have been really weird about their favorite actors and actresses and shit, and all this stuff about how they want to just sleep with things.
I'm feeling personally attacked.
Do you want to yell one out to me? Just
things that I want to sleep with? Well, for example, one of the elites from fucking Halo.
Thank you.
All
Yeah.
up in that shit.
right.
Goddamn.
I mean, they've got 4 like tentacles. Imagine what they could do with those.
Exactly.
But like, it's crazy
Spiky.
because you get people who find like a sex symbol in some of the weirdest shit.
Hey, I'm not here to kink shame.
Well, no, I mean,
If you want to enjoy a sexy robot, then that's on you.
well, we've been on YouTube for fucking what? Like how many episodes?
I think the 3rd episode was called Robot Sex.
No, that's cool. But how many episodes
Might
have
be
we
wrong.
been in? We've been in a bunch of episodes. Why the fuck's no one looking at us as sex symbols yet? What's going on?
Because we never stand up. You can never
I
see
don't
our
understand.
curvaceous
I think we need to be a
rectum. Wait, what?
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 Did you say curvaceous rectum?
I heard.
Yes.
Oh.
No one's seen our. What was it? Put it in words.
No, you're
Curvaceous
cut off
rectum.
from the bar, mate.
Curvaceous rectum. You're also doing what you told me never to do.
No.
and that was
I'm
sit
allowed
back.
to escape.
Oh my god.
I escaped all the way.
I just think it's fucking weird. And I mean, like, there have been instances where it's
Yes,
totally.
episode title.
It's totally curvaceous rectum
Rectum.
is this week's episode title. But I mean, people have like fallen in love with the Stranger Things kids before.
The kids?
Yeah.
The kids are
themselves.
just 11.
And it's just like, but that's what I mean. It's like, how do you just pick a Netflix show, grab something from that show, and be like, I want to fuck it? Like, how? It's a robot. It's got fucked arms. I get, like, it could choke the fuck out of you. Like, it could choke you out. That shit could give you black eyes like tomorrow, like there's no tomorrow. But that doesn't even have a dick.
Well, I mean,
Well, not that you know of.
Component dick. It presses a button.
it could be like a, not DLC, like a, peripheral. You buy it extra add-on.
The first
It's got removable and
swap it out.
attachable.
It's like a Barbie doll with like snap-on
Get
bits.
some
and-
sick shoulder ones.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The
you're
first
taking
thing
me
I
all kinds
thought
of
was
places.
Go-Go Gadget penis or something just pops out.
You could. Hey, okay, Google. Penis.
Shit! You fucking activated my Google.
I turned my one off because we were doing it by accident at 3 in the fucking morning.
How do you accidentally say okay Google at 3 in the morning?
No idea. Even when the TV would be on, there'd be moments where something similar was said to OK Google, or even a mumble, and it would just go, blah, blah, and I was like, nah.
Yeah,
fuck
that was really weird.
I haven't had that problem with my Google, but my Connect used to do that, and
Yeah.
occasionally, it doesn't work 90% of the time. Like, it literally now just doesn't work, because I used to love yelling at my TV and being like, Xbox volume up.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't turn on now, and I have to unplug it each time I turn the Xbox on and plug it back in to get the connector even light up, and then the next time I go to use it, it's dead. So it's pretty much pointless.
Yeah,
it's a shame, because I really enjoy yelling at my appliances.
Yeah, well, I mean, Google was fun because I kept just turning it on to play random music here and there, but every now and again it would just make that random noises, because it's always listening, obviously, because it's always waiting for a command.
Yeah.
But it would just occasionally let me know that I was listening. It used to just make the noise.
My one, I came home and what did I say to it? I think I asked it to turn the lights on or something, and it said, it was like, it welcomed me back. It played a party streamer blower noise thing.
Yep.
And said it missed me or something, or it was glad that I was home.
Fuck
Josh,
that.
what have you been doing to the Google Mini?
You're talking sweet to it and shit. You're like
it's nice to me. It turns my lights on when I ask it most of the time. It wakes me up when I tell it to.
I suppose it's better than like the constant "no, fuck off" from Gab that you're.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's far more pleasant.
No, that's yeah. Mine's. I should turn mine back on, but it's currently sitting unplugged inside the arcade machine.
You got to get some things to yell at it with. Yeah. Otherwise, they're kind of pointless.
It gets fucking bored. Yeah.
I have the lights now and something else. I don't know.
I think
I wanted to buy blinds, but my blinds are incompatible with the very expensive and pointless like blind putter-upper motor thing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do that. Which is probably for the best.
Putter-upper
sounded
motor.
so tech.
Yeah,
home decor savvy.
Mine basically just got used to hearing me say, "Okay, Google, play Post Malone," and it would just.
I ask mine what the weather's like just so I can feel like I use it.
Yeah,
because it's one of those things you got to buy so many gadgets to go with it to make it worth your while.
Yeah.
My question to you is, how far would you go with home automation?
Oh Christ, I love it. I would, if it were up to me.
I knew that this was a wet point for you. So this
my
is why
favorite thing about my current setup with that stuff is that I go home, my phone knows I've got home, and then Google turns the lights on. So I never come home to a dark room. It's lit up with my pink and blue light, and my desk lamp on magenta or some weird glowy color. Everything's just so lovely, and it's nice. I got to set it up so that when I get home, I can say, I don't know, like welcome home Google or something, and it'll just put on some nice music and set the TV up and do all that stuff. I want to walk in. I want my life to be like a sci-fi film.
He just wants the house to suck him off.
Yeah.
Just come home and say, "Okay, Google, suck me off."
Welcome home, master. The royal penis is clean, sir.
Do flashlights work with Google?
Wait.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a Google attachment
Home?
one for sure. Yeah.
Wait, Gabby,
sure.
did you actually watch Coming to America now? Babe.
It's like your bread and butter, huh?
It is my bread and butter. Josh has tech. I have Coming to America.
I'm pretty sure I've made the right decision then.
Yeah, no, I thought it was cute. I was curious because I like the idea of walking up to something and pressing the button on it to know it's turned on.
Yeah.
And then when I don't want the fucking thing on anymore, getting up, going over to it and pressing the button, turning it off, just because I feel like I have made that happen. Like I've gone over and done that. With the whole home automation thing, for me to be able to walk in and have it know because my phone that's always in my pocket has accessed the Wi-Fi connection.
It's GPS based.
Yeah.
So I can tell it when I get to a certain place in the world. I could actually set it to anywhere else in the world if I wanted to, because it doesn't know where the lights are. So if I get to Gabby's house, I could turn my lights on.
Yeah.
And it was the best. We went on holiday and I could just set up my timers and be like, it was, like the old school plug in a timer and put your lamps somewhere.
Yeah.
But I could tell it to change the colors. I could tell it to do all the cool things. It was mad.
You never once set up the cardboard cutout thing with like Michael Jordan in the window waving as you were not home?
That's a thing? What's
Dude,
that from? What movie is that
Home
from?
Alone.
Oh, I might have seen it once. I don't know.
Rocking
no.
around the Christmas tree. Sorry, just trying to tug on your memory lane there.
No.
Home Alone is the one with Macaulay Culkin, yeah? And the two dudes, and he's like chucking bowling balls at him and stuff. Post Malone.
Home Alone. Home Alone.
Who said Home Alone?
Home Alone?
Did I say Home Alone?
That's a fucking thing. If this ever happens to make it to post, new album title, Home Alone. Get Macaulay Culkin to jump in on it. It's fucking banger.
You can just have Post Malone on the cover going,
yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Just ripped off his face.
Yeah, that'd be fucking mad. That's good. I like that. I like that. That's good. I like it when we invent things that make other people rich on this show. It's fucking great.
Copyright, intellectual property of Boneyard.
So you're comfortable with like just walking in, having your fucking house just like set itself up?
Yes.
Oh.
I've been meaning to look into, I don't think it exists. I think you can get them for coffee makers, but I want a tea machine where I can wake up and say, good morning, Google, as I might. And it currently reads the news to me in the morning and tells me what the weather's going to be like for the day. I want it to make a cup of tea. So I walk downstairs and there is a cup of tea waiting for me. And it knows that I'm going to get up at 6:20 or something. Makes it at 6, so 20 minutes in, it's cool enough for me to drink. Shut up, Chloe. This is my dream.
That's your mum, isn't it? Doesn't your mum do that? Does your mum do
she's
that?
asleep as long as she possibly can.
I thought because your parents like tea and shit too, right?
Yeah, but she
I just
doesn't
thought
want to
they
wake
were
up
always
early.
they were always like doing the tea thing and make sure everyone else's tea thing was like up to point. No.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You're Welsh. Don't you guys do that?
At the far end of the night, sure. She's a night owl.
Okay.
She'll get up as late as possible to get to work.
So she'll be like, Josh, your tea's ready at 4 a.m. because she's not asleep. But
that actually works.
Yeah.
I got up for something the other day to get to the city by 5, and she was still up. And she said she fell asleep, woke back up, and then the football was on and she wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
And because it's like, UK football, and
Real football.
Yeah, so to watch it live, it's on at like, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. So she was like, it was on, so I watched it. Now I'm here. She was just up on the computer or something. This is the life I lead. It's great.
Home automation for you, Chloe. I know that we live together.
Yeah.
And I know that you've shit your little panties every time the Google Home is turned on.
Yes. It's a conspiracy. It's going to do something to us.
Lizard people are listening.
I like the Google Home.
I know you're in there, Zuck.
I'm very... Zuck's just fucking stealing my data. He's just telling everyone how to target me. He likes pizza. Fucking hit him up with those pizza ads. Yeah.
He is losing it over there.
It's just like... Chloe, does home automation scare you?
Home automation scares me, but the only perk I would ever love for my home automation is to have like my own personal chef that just makes me all the meals I want whenever I want.
You haven't cooked a fucking meal.
Exactly why I need home automation.
In the 10 years... Oh, sorry, I lie. You've cooked twice. In the 10 years we've been... Okay. I gave you the benefit of the doubt that there was a second one. I don't know. I don't remember.
She probably threw a Cransky on fire and that counts.
All right, so I say 2 because
corn chip over a candle, that's cooking.
That's kind of cooking, I guess. But the first time that I watched Chloe cook was like fucking like 9 years ago. And she was doing chicken. She wanted to cook me chicken. And she's
That's a risky one.
The pan is like, let's pretend this is the stove, right? And she's got the pan with oil on top. She's standing about 1.5 meters away with a really long set of tongs trying to put chicken into the oil because she was scared of the oil splashing.
Truth.
So she was standing, I shit you not, if she could have put up a fucking brick wall in front of her so that it didn't hit her, she was like that far away reaching, and I went, what are you doing? And she was like, trying to put the chicken in the oil.
I'm cooking, what does it look like?
But I'm scared because I want to cook you chicken.
It's the same distance between you and I right now. That's how far away it was from the chicken.
Use your big gibbon arms, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
With
Slave
the extra
ankles.
long tongs.
Yeah. Should have used your foot.
I'm going to take you to Interest Island and we're going to eat you like cannibals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you've all got 6 mouths and 8 toes.
That's
so, I mean,
right. Yeah,
You fucking, you would love something in home automation that would cook you dinner. It's called Menu Log, and you fucking use it.
No, Menu Log is expensive. Home automation would be free.
Well, no, you still have to supply the stuff for it to cook.
No, because home automation will also allow for my own personal shopper to get my groceries and then come and bring it, and then it will cook my meals.
It still costs more than like just ordering it from takeout.
I still feel like this is done for her anyway. We just don't refer to it as home automation. We refer to it as anyone but Chloe.
No. I've just come up with something here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dear.
Who's this going to make rich?
Me.
Home Alone?
You'll be poor.
Oh, fuck.
She'll be happy.
Oh, great. Yeah, go
So
on.
it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man, no.
No, Chloe, you like wizarding stuff, right?
Indeed.
Well, why don't you just think of home automation as wizardry? You could say, Alohomora, and your house might unlock if you had a home automated door lock. You could genuinely do that. You could train it to know that voice command.
No, I probably would set up my home automated house to be Harry Potter themed.
You could say, what's like Wingardium Leviosa to make the blinds go up or something.
Mm-hmm.
You could do all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
You could even, if you wanted, you could probably get like a mirror of Erised and make it so that you could, like a two-way glass, and you could light it up so that behind it You light it. If someone steal this idea, I'll kill you. You have a two-way mirror, and you light it with LEDs from just behind, and it's a printed picture of whatever you want to see, so that when the lights come on, the mirror is see-through, and you can see through to whatever your heart desires.
Are you basically saying that I'm putting Snapchat in my mirror or something? No, I'm not getting it.
If we were talking about home automation,
tag out. I feel victimized here.
One last point. If you want to see what my dream looks like, go watch the very last Bernie vlog, because
he edited the video together.
Yeah,
we can edit my house to fucking make you dinner if you want. You know that. We
pull that blind up and we'll make it look like it happened.
I'll paint my arms silver and we'll hide everything else by my body, and I'll cook you dinner and shit, and I'll look like a robot. We'll do it that way.
All right, we'll do it that way.
Fuck.
Oh, and also if you do watch that, keep an eye out for us, because we're in it.
Chloe, for fuck's sake.
Should we wrap it up?
I'm going to wrap this up because you two are fucked. Guys, if you've somehow managed to enjoy this episode of the Boneyard Arcade podcast, you'll know where to find us. We're dropping all the links below.
Come say hi on Discord.
Yay.
Check it out at the bottom of the screen. If you haven't subscribed already and you've just tripped across us, subscribe, share us, tell us how much you love us, show us to your mum. We're out for another week.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
I'll see you later.